Heads of law enforcement and a number of lawmakers joining forces in hopes of stopping dangerous and even deadly police pursuits.
They're now advocating for the passage of legislation that would slap mandatory time behind bars for those fleeing police in a motor vehicle.
The hope is that it would keep communities safe by deterring criminals from running from police.
7 News Detroit reporter Whitney Burney is speaking to advocates of that bill that they hope will ultimately save lives.
Police say in the last few years, the amount of suspects running away from them by car has increased exponentially. They say these chases not only put police and innocent bystanders in danger, but also the getaway drivers themselves. As Metro Detroit sees increased police pursuits, Wyandotte Police Chief Archie Hamilton is leading the charge, hoping to pin criminals who decide to run.
These restrictive policies just aren't working, right? And there's just too many pursuits. A vehicle pursuit is one of the most dangerous things a police officer can do because they're so common, and it's no different than shooting a gun down the street.
The chief, alongside Representative Riley Lenting, taking those concerns to Lansing, testifying for a Judiciary Committee Wednesday in favor of House Bill 4960.
Current penalties in law do not provide an adequate deterrence against this type of unlawful behavior, which is exactly why our legislature needs to act. This legislation adds measured, tiered levels of mandatory minimum punishment that I believe will add an important layer of protection and deterrence against this dangerous form of crime.
That bill would establish mandatory minimums for people who flee and elude police, the guidelines ranging from a 5-year maximum for the most serious cases that result in injury or death to a 182-day minimum for less serious pursuits.
We have had fatalities here in regards to flee and elude crashes, and we want them to stop. And people look at us and they say, we face a lot of criticism for allowing our officers to pursue. But if we don't allow our officers to pursue suspects, that is sending the wrong message.
Chief Hamilton says just this month, a chase in Wyandotte resulted in a suspect's death. The department also seeing several crashes where innocent bystanders and officers are left traumatized, injured, or worse.
They will make it clear that, they run because they figure the cops are going to turn off the lights. And we see it all the time. These criminals will actually make the pursuit more dangerous.
Hamilton hopeful that harsher penalties will mean fewer people deciding to take off when they see red and blue police lights.
Part of deterrence, when we want to deter unwanted behavior, there has to be consequences, and there has to be the severity of punishment matters.
That bill still has to be voted out of this Judiciary Committee. Representative Lenting says they're currently working to improve any shortfalls. In Wyandotte, Whitney Burney, 7 News Detroit.
Thank you, Whitney.